look, we all knew that PJ Tucker was coming to Philadelphia. A little bit more, a couple of $1 million more, $3 million more than we originally anticipated him coming to Philadelphia. It is a bit of a steep deal when you think about the fact that he'll be 40 when the deal is over. So I'd like to see how the contract is actually structured. But in all seriousness, it doesn't really matter, because I think if they're creating this much flexibility with James Harden, that means that money is going somewhere else to make sure that player did sign. That player is PJ Tucker. It does also allow them to go out there and get the guys that they did get in Trevelyan Queen. All right. Going to be tough to say that one. And then also, now I've been saying Danuel House for this guy's career. Danuel House. But upon looking at some of his stats on Basketball Reference, I was like, you know what? It is spelled a little different than just Daniel. So how do you say this? And I looked on Basketball Reference, and wouldn't you know, the pronunciation guide it gives you is Danuel House with the 76ers on a 76ers. So that's where we're at right now with the Sixers. Look, these are all solid moves. The PJ Tucker move, I make no mistake about it. He is here to start. I've seen some other people's mock starting fives with the 76ers, and I do not see Matisse Thybulle starting over PJ Tucker. That's not why you brought him in here. That's not why you're paying him on average over $10 million a year when he was about to get 7.5 guaranteed from the Heat if he just would have stayed there. Instead, he opted out to get a little bit more. Well, he ended up getting a lot more. Well, $3 million more, a little bit more than $3 million more per year as now a member of the 76ers. So good for him. But you're not bringing in that type of personality. You're not bringing that type of guy. You're not bringing in that type of veteran to be an off-the-bench guy. He is here to start. I don't see, and Paul Hudrick will talk to us about this when he comes on the show in a little bit from Liberty Ballers, I don't see him and Tobias Harris having issues as two number 4s on the court at the same time. PJ Tucker is versatile enough, and the guys that he guards won't be a problem defensively. And offensively, Tobias Harris can do pretty much whatever he wants in that position, so it doesn't bother me that PJ Tucker – this is in comparison to PJ Tucker, by the way. I'm not saying that Tobias Harris is just some offensive mastermind and great handle or whatever. But in comparison to PJ Tucker, I think those two players complement each other actually pretty damn well. Tobias Harris can play defense. Tobias Harris is a good defender. He proved that in the playoffs, obviously. But when it comes to the offensive side of things, I think PJ Tucker is going to be hiding in the corner somewhere. And then he's going to let the other four guys kind of go to work. And when I say in the corner, that's not a bad thing for PJ Tucker, because he's developed a nice little corner three for himself over the last couple of years. So let's see him bring that to fruition a little bit more here with the 76ers. So when I watch this team and I watch the starting five go out there, I can fully expect, and I think you can fully expect as well, PJ Tucker to be in that starting five. You're not making this move for him not to be in the starting five. Overall, DeAnthony Melton being involved in the mix as well on draft night, and the moves they have made to this point, I think the Sixers have gotten significantly better than what they were last year. The Kevin Durant conversation is going to go on. I don't think he lands in Philly. It really seems like, according to multiple reports, Joel Embiid is really telling the Sixers to do what you got to do to get Kevin Durant here to Philadelphia. I am not the biggest Kevin Durant fan in the world. I haven't ever been the biggest Kevin Durant fan in the world. And him coming to Philadelphia, I think nationally speaking, puts the Sixers in legit contention for not making it out of the second round of the playoffs, not making it to an Eastern Conference Finals, not making it to the NBA Finals, but winning the NBA championship. I have my reservations about it. I think him and Joel Embiid would be pretty damn incredible. I think him, PJ Tucker on his team would be pretty incredible if you're keeping all those guys together. You would be giving up Tyrese Maxey in that deal. There's no way it doesn't happen if you were to do it. It's not going to happen. I'm saying this just to, I know it's on people's minds, the what if, the 1% out there that it might happen. For the odds of it happening, I'll just entertain it for a second. You're giving up Tyrese Maxey. You're giving up Tobias Harris, of course, which I don't think anyone blinks at. But the Tyrese Maxey thing is definitely something that the Sixers would be batting an eye at, and other people would be batting an eye at as well. The Sixers don't have the picks. I don't think the Sixers have what the Brooklyn Nets want. Tyrese Maxey is probably it. You're not going to be giving up anything else. And the Nets already have the Sixers' few first-round picks, at least with the option to take them or decline them over the next couple of years. So I don't see it happening for the 76ers and the Brooklyn Nets.